Hi, everybody. This is Bradley from D&D Tonight After Hours. Thank you for tuning in for what is another adventure into the world of Eberron. To start off, I'd like to first thank Corporate Streams for placing us onto the internet. And I'd like to go ahead and introduce our cast for today. Just so that you know beforehand, After Hours is a self-contained show. If you didn't see the previous episode, that's okay. You don't have to. All of them stand by themselves, but it'll be a more rewarding experience if you watch them all. This is a high risk, high reward kind of campaign. So everything that is done usually has a little bit extra danger to it, but for ultimately a bigger payoff. All of these adventures take place in Eberron, which is a real campaign that you can play with your friends. But for right now, I'd like to go ahead and share who I'm going to be playing with today, starting with Jonathan.
Hello, my name is Jonathan. I'm playing Runic, which is a dwarven fighter, a little bit shorter than most, a little bit thinner than most. Imagine a little browner, shorter Legolas.
Huh. Same beautiful hair.
Same beautiful hair.
Ooh.
There's something so majestic about him.
It feels like silk.
Mr. Lumen, please introduce yourself.
Hello again, everybody. I am playing Eros Mitka, the Changeling Artificer. He usually is dressed in very similar to what I'm wearing now: brown coat, hat, fisherman's cap, green shirt, or some sort of whatever shirt apparently I change into. And he always carries his face is usually that of a half elf with a short hair similar length to mine, but more of a dirty blonde. And you'll see him changing his face to kind of whatever fit the mood he tends to do.
Alrighty. And Mr. Kyle, who are you bringing to the table?
Hello, my name is Kyle, also known as Lamork. I'll be playing the caster, which is a Kenku warlock. He unfortunately has no way of actually speaking, so he'll be completely talking through mimicry, which is also known as Casta, a pre-recorded soundboard. He is a Kenku is a bird, so he has just a long bird snout, mostly looking like a raven. He's got indents in the shape of a long circle around his beak, and he looks pretty scraggly, molting in a couple spots, kind of just looking like a sickly old bird.
Alrighty, and last but not least, Mr. Mike, please.
Hi there, I'm Mike, and tonight I am continuing to play Hogan Taint Von John.
Ooh.
A halfling with rather simple clothing, nothing too shabby, kind of thin. Looks like he's had a bit of a rough past. He's been in the crime family, but he's trying to see some good be done to the world before he's done with it. So, as dumb as just a bucket of nails, but still wins your heart. Keep an eye out for him.
Alrighty, and so we begin our adventure back in Sharn. You guys are currently at the Clifftop Adventurers Guild. You all have lodgings there. You all take meals there. You also pick up contracts there. One remaining contract that there is a small notice that says wanted assistance in Thrain for the dispatching of undead. Apply within. You guys are currently in the essentially the work area. This is a place where people place up their notices for a certain tiered level of adventurers. The harder stuff gets a bigger payout. The less dangerous stuff gets a smaller amount. Currently, this one seems to be the only one that you guys are able to apply for right now, having done 2 other previous adventures. Manning the desk is our old friend Galtier Susamante, here we go. A human with whitish blonde hair, kind of held back in a small ponytail, immaculate clothing, kind of just a regular tunic with a vest, but keeping a very clean workstation. He sits behind what looks to be a small little cage, and he takes in the requests for jobs, and he sends out those who apply and accept contracts to the person it's intended to go to. So, as you guys all stand here, who's going to be the one to approach?
I will.
Okay. Eros, you walk up to the small little place, the small little stand that Galtier is at. He says, "Well, hello. Will you be taking the the last remaining contract for your crew.
As always, Golly, it's been a pleasure always working with you. Yes, we will take the last one. It's the only one here, and I need to get paid. And I'm sure the other two as well. The bird was really looking for tons of money. And I know this halfling wants more tons of money.
Galtier looks Galtier looks over at the Kenku and the halfling. He's like, of course. Mr. Merca, we can supply that for you. I do, however, have a bit of news before we go ahead and continue with this.
Are they not dead?
Ooh, no. It's they are very much undead.
Oh, okay.
He thinks about it for a second. He's like, yes, no, yes. The job is still open. The issue is by means of transportation. The Stargazer has not come into port yet, and so we have no choice but to send you by lightning rail. Thankfully, we have an arrangement with House d'Orion. House Orion is, of course, the dragon-marked house that basically runs the lightning rails from here all the way to the deepest parts of the north of Carneth, all the way over to the Moor Holds. Now, it would be a 2-day journey by lightning rail, but that's no time at all. And the kicker, they will pay you for security and waive all of your fees for travel should you choose to take on a security position during your stay on their lightning rail.
How long till we get to Thrain?
2 days.
2 days, yes. Your Kenku friend has an immaculate vocabulary and a good recall for memory.
That last one is more what it is, not the memory.
So
glare really hard at arrows.
Well, an extra money, extra job. What do you guys think? I look over to Castor and to Hogan.
Works for me.
Just put his wings in a circle.
Marvelous. You'll be joining our one of our other seasoned adventurers by the name of Runic, who will be accompanying you, has also taken travel on Orion. We would appreciate if you all work together, as that would yield a better result.
Sure. We had a new half orc with us last time. I'm more than happy to take a dwarf.
Very good. Your train leaves in 1 hour, and he slides over 3 tickets to the 3 of you. He will be waiting by the red platform, number 3.
All right. Remember that one, Bird, because I'm not.
Number 3.
Perfect.
Is there anything you'd like to do before you head over to the lightning rail station?
What can we do here?
Well, if you need to buy any provisions or use any of the money that you have, there's time for quick purchasing.
Potions?
Oh, yeah, sure. Standard rate of potions are typically 50 for a regular, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can purchase up to 3 potions of healing with 50 gold apiece.
I'm just going to get 1 more.
Yeah, I'll pick up 3.
Mr. Runic, if you'd like, you can also go ahead and add in a single potion of healing to your inventory, as per our prior discussion.
Nice.
What did we pull in the last job, Hogan? How much should we get paid just to make sure I'm counting the coins right?
I don't know. I can't find any of my gold. It says gold 404. I don't know what happened to it.
You guys were supposed to be paid 10% of what they could sell for that, and as well as 50 for hiring you guys on, which I believe you were given before the start of the journey. The sale of the dragon shards has yet to happen. You're expected to hear results on that relatively soon. Dragon shards are not a hard thing to sell, especially ones that are in abundance and being sold rapidly. They're usually a more tighter market to get into.
I do have dragon shards on me.
You looking to build something there, Eros?
Always looking to build something. In fact, actually, we had a problem. I had a problem this last time. I'm going to go build some goggles.
Okay.
I'm going to look over to Gull. Do you have any leather bands or any small glasses?
Behind
Circular
my
glass.
behind my work desk here? No, but we could absolutely set you up within the requisition hall. See them on your way out. They'd be happy to supply that for you.
Perfect. And I'm just
Um,
gonna go sit down to like get the stir up the dragon shards and get like some of my tinkering ready to build these goggles.
I gotcha. Okay, so you go ahead and grab the raw materials. I believe it takes an hour to replicate a magic item. This might be something you'd want to do on the train itself rather than on your transit, since you have such limited time.
Mm-hmm. I'm just getting everything ready now, and then
Gotcha.
he's just doing all the schematics, prepping for when the hour comes in.
Okay, so is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Caster's good.
Okay.
I'm done.
Very good. You guys make your way to the House Orion Lightning Rail station. It is an immaculate and frankly busy location where several people are getting on, getting off, waiting in lines to purchase tickets to go anywhere in Covair. You see the gunmetal sheen of the silver train moving by, conducted by electrical energy underneath each of the rails, all of them hovering 5 feet above the ground. You see people shouting out specific times and places of destination. You are leaving on the 12 from Sharn to Flamekeep. Your journey will be a full one, and it will take 2 days to get there. You've already received your tickets, and you can all, the three of you, make a perception check. Actually, go ahead, Runic, you make a perception check as well.
I got an 18.
18.
14.
I got a natural 1 plus 3. I'm very distracted by my thoughts of building this goggles.
Gotcha. And
that's an 11 for me.
Alrighty. Runic, you were able to see the three adventurers, each of them with the signature badge that you yourself also have of the Clifftop Adventurers Guild, shining upon lapels, wristbands, basically anywhere where it can be. For the halfling, I'm not sure where you would put it. It's about the size of a fist, but a human fist.
I don't know. Through my very thin shirt and it just kind of sags.
Hogan,
makes
it is
the hole look like an oval.
Hogan, it is you who also notice the dwarf across the way, a gentleman probably 2 feet taller than you.
That tall guy over there. Come on.
You guys go ahead and meet at the red platform.
Look at his hair.
Hello.
Look at his hair. I'm gonna have Eros. Eros is gonna change his hair to match Runic's. Oh my god. This is like silk.
You notice, Runic, how this half-elf suddenly changes his hair to become very similar. In fact, exactly alike to your own.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the halfling, be like, "You seem to be the one who's the leader here."
I don't need to lead. I just like to fix. But yes, I can. We're all kind of on the same level here.
Is everything okay?
Master's just like ready? Pointing at himself with like nobody looking at him.
I'm gonna bring the hair, the new long hair, over to Caster. Feel it. Feel it.
Slap your hand. Just.
So, after briefly meeting, you have decided you've been given the description from the Clifftop Adventurers Guild that you were going to be given. You were going to be joining forces with a small group of 3. So these appear to be them.
Alrighty, are you guys ready to go?
We got everything in order.
I'm fascinated by this hair, so yes, man, I will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's good to hear.
That means okay in Kenku, as I point to the circle he's making with his wings.
It's like I'll trust you on that one.
I'm trying.
The 4 of you do hear that your train is going to be pulling out in 15 minutes, and are asked to begin taking seats. Do you guys want to board the train?
I'm gonna stop.
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah. Wait, we did just for narrative. Did we stop by the thing that?
Yes.
Okay.
You have your materials.
Cool. Then yes, I will follow the bird and change my hair back to my normal dirty blonde short. Yep.
You guys all begin to board the train, handing in your tickets. The it looks like a human, but it's actually, upon closer inspection, a Kalishtar ticket collector takes them in, puts them through a thing, and gives you back like a different type of ticket, saying that yours is going to be taking you through each of the different stops. We're starting here in Sharn. We're going to be stopping over at Rote, Stallerskar, Vatharad, Arldusk, Sigil Star, and then finally Flamekeep. We will announce clearly which destination we are at. It will take 2 days. You all have a voucher for 6 meals, as well as you have 1 bed open and reserved for you for the night. We ask that you take the ones closest to your compartment, as they are reserved specifically for our lovely clifftop adventurers.
Question, ticket lady.
You can call me Ema.
Ema, the ticket lady. So we're brought here for security purposes, so we've been told. Do you know what we need to secure you from?
She begins to speak. He's like, I couldn't answer that. And you turn and you see a gentleman in a red and gold vest, standing with billowing sleeves, blue pants, and shoes that I want to say that they're that Aladdin kind that kind of curl up. I don't know what to call them. I looked it up before now and I can't remember what
Genie
they are.
shoes.
Genie shoes. Across his face is what looks to be something that Eros will immediately recognize as the House of Orion's sigil, like the dragon mark for his house is on it, the side of his face. His hair is pulled back into a neat top knot, and he approaches. He says, "Hello, my name is Bo de Orion, and you are the Clifftop Adventurers."
Yes, I'm going to walk over to him, but before I do, I'm going to grab a flask, give it to Ema. Tell your friends.
She takes it. She's like, "I can't drink." And she quickly puts it in her pocket,
just tell your friends. I walk over to Bo, and I show my hand and show the dragon mark of mine, even though it's make it glow and make it shine and make it really show.
He kind of looks at it for just a moment, and he looks over. He says, "Are you a person from the Lyrander house?"
I am an agent of the Lyrander house who is in a complicated situation where I've kind of taken the role of someone who is in the house.
And are your fellow affiliates also fellow affiliates of your house?
I'd say so.
Tell me, Mr.
Shut up, Caster. Shut up. Just let me do this.
Sir, what is your name?
My name is Eros. Mitka. I don't know if you recognize the last name, but that is who my relation is into the House of Lyrander.
Mr. Mitka, I wonder why you and your friends are traveling by rail instead of by barge.
The ships that we were signed with seem to have their own issue, and we were told we were going to get paid to do this, so we follow where the money goes. I want to know what we are securing your lightning rail from.
Nothing. And that is precisely what I came over here to talk to you about. This rail has been run by me for 5 consecutive years. I know every compartment, I know every passenger that comes on here, and it is run solely by me. Now, I had this arrangement opened with the Clifftop Adventurers Guide as a type of assurance rather than insurance. I hire you on so that the passengers can see that I have hired you on. But we have not had a single raid, heist, nothing above a small disagreement in a cabin every once in a while on board my train. And I do not expect it to be that way going forward for the rest of this journey. Now, should that change for the first time in 5 consecutive years, I would expect prompt results, and I will pay you each 50 gold whether there is conflict or not.
Fair enough. So you're saying we can possibly get paid for merely looking the part.
Precisely correct. You are to ascribe a level of assurance and...
I see Hogan flexing.
he looks over at Hogan like beefing out the lats, the traps. I don't know what muscles are. Clearly. And he like you see his mouth upturned just a slight bit, like he can't stop, like he can't help himself from smiling at it. He says,
We'll be ready. Don't worry.
You think he's good? Take a look at